the why using global edition. In what situation we might need to, right, to use Entrapass Global Edition. Let's proceed. We can set different categories. For example, we'll start with what they call the database access. All right. In Entrapass Global Edition, we do have an option was actually included starting with version 502. That means if you have Entrapass Global version 502, right, and superior, you have that option included called database access. All right, the database access, it's included in the Entrapass Global. It's not activated. It doesn't come right ready to go. You have to enable it, but it's there. So once you enable it, it allows you to, via an ODBC connection, right, access the database of Entrapass, and it's a read-only mode, but you can receive any information you need. So what I'm saying is, if you have a Kentech system and you need, for some reason that might be you want to run a higher level of report, you want to connect your Kentech database to your HR database so you can do your reporting, your payroll, or right. And so to that, if you go up to Global Edition, right, you automatically have that option available. Please understand that's in read only, which means you can receive everything, all the event that you need, right? And also you need to understand that once you enable that license and then you want to use it, you're gonna need a second computer, because the way it's working, it's doing a replication, right, a duplication of the database on a different machine, and you will be having access to that second computer. Okay, so we say global, that's one reason, and we do have a lot of situation where to have access to the database for one of those reasons or the other reason that we didn't mention, you will just need to go migrate from special corporate to global, and you automatically have access to that. Okay, then we can also consider what we can call the quantity, right? For example, what do we mean by quantity? Let's take a look here. Let's make it bigger. Okay, let's say you right now you have your Kentech system and you have a corporate and you have 20 workstation. Okay, and you need a couple of station more, because you know the corporate is so easy to use, and you can set up different station no matter where you're in multiple different location. And let's say you want a couple of more stations, but the corporate edition give you 20, right? If you can take a look here, you see workstation. Okay, here that's what's come included. When you install the corporate, it come with one server where you have a station included, and you have 2 license, so you can install 2 more workstation. But if you need more with additional licenses, you can go up to 20 more. So let's say you are you already reached that number, and then you need more. You need 10 more, 5 more, or 1 more. Okay, of course we have other option. You could go with a web station. You can go with a web station, but if you do need a workstation or multiple more workstation, you can go to global, because on the global edition, as you can see here, you can go up to 128 workstation. All right, And maybe you need more web station because the Entrapass web, as you can see here, it gives you 50. It come included with one license, but if you need more, and remember, the main difference between the workstation and the web station is a concurrent connection, which means you can have 50 and it's installed in 2000 computer if you want, but 50 connection at the time. It can go up to 50. Now, if you need more and you're already using the 50, okay, so you could go to global because global go up to 200 concurrent connection, remember. Okay, so those are example when we talk about quantity. Okay, so we have seen the database access as one of the reason, quantity. Now we can consider redundancy, right? And let's put here full. What happens is if you have Entrapass Corporate Edition and you need redundancy, you are able to have a second computer running the redundancy server, right? Which means you're gonna have two server, one main server and the other one. If something happened to the main computer, the second computer will take over, and right. But what happened is, remember, Entrapass, you have three main components. You have a lot, but three of them are it's the server, the gateway, and the smart link. Now, server, you can have the redundancy in corporate edition. The gateway, in that case, you will need to install the gateway in a separate computer. Why? Because you need the gateway as a bridge for the communication with the Kentech controller, DSC integration, Fire panel, and stuff like that. Now, if you have the gateway running on the same computer than the main server, if that computer is down, you don't have gateway. You need to have the gateway in a separate computer in that case. If you want to have redundancy full, which means you have two computers, one will have the server, the gateway, smart link running, and the second one will have the redundancy server, a redundancy for your gateway, but that will be for the multi-site gateway, and of course the redundancy for the smart link. In order to have that full redundancy, you need to go global edition. Once again, I'm saying if you have Entrapass Global, you can have full redundancy running a gateway, but for the multi-site gateway. I'm not saying we're talking about the redundancy for the global gateway, okay? So of course, you can clarify that with us, you can clarify that with Kentech support, but just to be clear. Okay, next reason, we can put that very big, that's what we call the global function, right? The global function is a group of functions that you have on the global gateway, which means if you're running global edition with the global gateway, I know it's look funny when I'm saying that because Entrapass Global, that will mean global gateway, right? But the global edition of Entrapass allow you to have that gateway in different way. For example, I can have the Entrapass Global for those three first reasons. In that case, I don't need global gateway. I can still have my Entrapass Global. If I'm using that because I need access to the database, I can run the corporate type of gateway, what they call multi-site gateway. If it's for quantity of workstation, quantity of web, right, those type of reason, I can still have my global and don't use the global gateway. If it's a full redundancy, server, gateway, smart link, okay. But now, if I need what they call, we call global function, and what are they? We're going to see them. I will install the global edition and I will set up my global gateway. Okay? By doing that, I will be able to have what we call the global function. Now, let's take a look at the global function together. Okay, I'm in the Entrapass.